Hello and welcome to my channel, The Purple Poncho. I'm Carolyn and today I'm going to show you how to make these really cute candy corn coasters. These are made using a half double crochet, a slip stitch, and a chain stitch. Thank you for being here and let's get crocheting. For this tutorial I'm going to be using Red Heart Super Saver in the color Pumpkin. I have a small amount of leftover white. It's also a Super Saver. And I have a Caron 1 pound in the color Sunflower, and I'll be using a small amount of that as well. I'll be using my size H crochet hook. To begin, make a slip knot and place it on your hook. I'm starting with the white, and we're going to make 2 rounds with each color. So to begin, chain 3, and we're going to place 9 half double crochets in that first chain. So go back to that first chain, insert your hook, pull up, and then yarn over, pull through all 3. So that chain 2 counts as a half double. So now we have 2 half doubles. We're going to put 8 more. 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Once we have 10 half doubles, I'm going to go ahead and find that chain 2 at the beginning and count up to that second stitch and slip stitch to that second chain. And that closes up our circle. Okay, that's round 1. Round 2, we're going to chain 2 and we're going to turn. So after every row on this pattern we're going to turn. And we're going to place 2 half doubles in every stitch. So the chain 2 counts as a stitch, and there's our second half double. And place 2 half doubles in every stitch all the way around. So 2. In the next stitch there's 1 and 2. And we're going to repeat this all the way around our circle until we get back to the beginning chain 2. Coming up to my last stitch, I'm going to place 2 half doubles in the last stitch, find your chain 2 at the beginning, and slip stitch to the top of the chain 2. And we're going to end off this color. So here's how it's looking. Next we're going to bring in the orange, and I'm going to turn my work because we're going to turn after every round. And I'm not going to start right where I left off because I'm going to crochet over my tails. So I'm going to start a little bit away from this tail. So to begin with your new color, I'm going to make a slip knot, place it on my hook, and I'm going to do a standing half double crochet. So you yarn over, and I'm going to place my tail down. Okay, so yarn over my hook, insert in any stitch, going through both loops on the top, and yarn over, pull up a loop, and then yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. I'm going to pull on that tail a little bit just to bring it in, and that brings the knot down as well. And I'm going to place 2 half doubles in every stitch. All the way around. So this is row 3, or round 3, And as I come to my tail, I'm going to crochet over that tail, the white one, as well. So I'm trying to not have to weave in all these ends when I'm done with my coaster, trying to crochet over the ends as I go. So at the end of my coaster, I'll only have 2 ends to weave in. Oops. Okay, so I'm going to just continue to go around, and now I'm going to crochet over the white tail as well. My last stitch, I'm going to place 2 half double in the same stitch as I've done in all the stitches around, and now I'm going to slip stitch to my beginning half double crochet stitch, and my tails were a little bit long, so I didn't crochet over them all the way around my coaster, so I'm just going to get rid of these extra tails now. And for round 4, I'm going to chain 1 and turn. Okay, we're turning after every round. And next I'm going to do a crunch stitch. And the way I'm going to do that, I chain 1 and turn, slip stitch in the same stitch, and half double in the next. Slip stitch in the next, and half double in the next stitch. And we're going to repeat that all the way around. If you're new to the crunch stitch, I have a video tutorial that I could link for you to watch that. But basically it's half double in the next stitch and then slip stitch in the next stitch. So we're going to repeat this until we get back to the beginning of our round. And my last stitch is going to be a half double, and then I'm going to slip stitch to my beginning slip stitch. Okay, slip stitch to the beginning slip stitch, and then I'm going to end off my yarn. Okay, I'm doing 2 rows of each color, so I have 2 rows of white and 2 rows of orange. Now I'm going to turn my work, and I'm going to get my next color. Next I'm going to grab the color Sunflower and make a slip knot, place it on my hook, and I'm going to repeat the last row again. So again, we're going to be doing the crunch stitch all the way around, and wherever we have a slip stitch, we're going to place a half double, and wherever we have a half double, we're going to make a slip. I'm going to start a little bit away from where I ended before, so again I can crochet over my tail. Alright, so I'm going to start with a half double, and if you look at your stitches, this line here going across, okay, you can see the little lines going across, making that texture. If you find that stitch, which is right above it, okay, that all goes together, so we're going to start in the one right before there. So yarn over, insert your hook, and yarn over, pull up, and yarn over, pull through all 3 stitches. I'm going to tug on my tail just a tad, just to bring it down. Lay that across. Again, it's pretty long, so I'd probably only do about 3 or 4 stitches and then cut off the excess later. Okay, so I have my half double, and now I'm going to do a slip in the next stitch, half double in the next, slip stitch in the next, and repeat this all the way around your circle. my last couple of stitches. I have a half double here and slip stitch in the last stitch, and then come up to my beginning half double and slip stitch to that first stitch. Chain one and turn and place a slip stitch in that first stitch, and in the next stitch we're going to place 2 half double crochet stitches in the same stitch, and then slip stitch in the next, 2 half double in the next stitch, and 1 in the next. So same exact concept as we were doing the last 2 rounds, only this time we're putting 2 half doubles instead of 1. Okay? And that's the only difference. And this is our final round for these beautiful coasters. So continue that all the way around. Coming up to my last stitch, placing 2 half double, and then slip stitch to the beginning, slip stitch, and end off your yarn. So here's how it's looking. And you could have either side be the front, so it's a reversible pattern. And you just have, well, 2 ends. This last one that we just cut, the yellow, and then the beginning white one. And then this one was my excess tail that I had already crocheted over. Okay. You can trim this one a little bit more too. Sticking out just a little bit. There we go. So you just weave this in underneath those stitches, and go ahead on this end here. I would do the invisible join. I have a video on that as well. You would just go ahead and pull up your yarn out of the last stitch and go ahead and go under those 2 of the V, come up the back side of your stitch with your hook and grab that yarn and bring it down. And now you've just made a pretend V over the top of your stitches. So all the way around your coaster is going to look the same, and nobody will know where you started or ended your work. And then on the back side, or the front side, either side, seriously, you can't tell which, they're both so beautiful. Just go ahead and weave in your end, and you're done. Weave in this end. I hope you've enjoyed this video tutorial on how to make these really cute candy corn coasters and learned a lot. Thank you for being here and crocheting with me today. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel and visit my website at thepurpleponcho.com for more crochet, knit, and Tunisian crochet patterns. Have a wonderful day.